Welcome to your first lesson in Module 2 at Ridester. In this lesson, we will cover the application process that you'll experience while becoming a rideshare driver. Whether you've used a major ride-sharing company before or are new to the word and concept entirely, we will cover top to bottom and bottom to top the ins and outs of ride-sharing and what it means to become a rideshare driver. In this lesson, we'll be covering the general application process of 3 ride-sharing companies and highlighting how they differ from each other. The Rideshare Application. To kick off your application, begin finding and downloading the app. Lyft and Uber both have an app specifically for its drivers. After downloading the application, create your profile and follow the prompts for filling out your vehicle identification number and personal information. Some of the information that you will be required to provide include your first, middle, and last name, your social security number, your date of birth, your driver's license number, as well as your residential address. After you have submitted the above information, the ride-sharing company will begin to conduct a background check based on the information. This is a requirement for all drivers, whether you drive for Uber or Lyft. What exactly is the background check for? Well, it's a way for ride-sharing companies to sort through drivers who have had previous violations or may be unfit to represent the company. They use a company called Checker to perform the background check at no cost to the potential driver. Uber specifically looks at a few key factors while checking your background. County courthouse records for every county of residence for the last 7 years. Federal courthouse records going back 7 years. The multi-state criminal database going back 7 years. Motor vehicle records. And the National Sex Offender Registry. Your background must meet these conditions. A minimum of 1 year U.S. licensing history. If you're under 23 years old, you must have at least 3 years licensing history. A clean motor vehicle report with no more than 3 incidents in the past 3 years. A clean criminal background check with no felonies or misdemeanors involving theft, violence, or drugs in a given time frame. No speeding violations for 20 miles per hour or greater over the speed limit in the past 3 years. And no DUIs and no reckless driving on any of your reports. While Lyft is looking for similar offenses and factors, they differ slightly. Lyft uses a third party to check every potential driver's record. You are ineligible to drive for Lyft if you have any of the following information found on your driving record. More than 3 moving violations in the past 3 years. Traffic light violations. A major moving violation in the past 3 years. A DUI or drug-related driving violation in the last 7 years. Driving on a suspended license or reckless driving. Every driver is screened for criminal offenses and driving incidents. Lyft's criminal background check is provided by a third party and includes national and county-level databases and, when necessary, local courthouse records stretching back a minimum of 7 years for review of convictions in California and longer in some other jurisdictions. You will be ineligible to drive on the Lyft platform if, among other things, the background check reveals a violent crime, a felony, a drug-related offense, a sexual offense, certain theft or property damage offenses. Now that we have our basic requirements down, it's time to look at how some of the companies may differ with their application process. These are the driver requirements for each platform as listed on their websites. Uber driver requirements. You must be at least 21 years of age with at least 3 years of driving experience, or at least 23 years old with 1 year of driving experience. A valid driver's license for the state you reside in. A driver's record that's clean to Uber standards. Your record must be empty of any drug-related offenses, including but not limited to DUIs. No fatality accidents. No history of reckless driving. No criminal record. Your vehicle registration must be valid and up to date. Lyft driver requirements. You must be at least 21 years old. Car requirements: 4-door car that is at least 2003 or newer. You must have in-state insurance with your name on the policy. In-state plates with current registration. Commercial plates are acceptable. When applying with Juno ride-sharing services, they will ask for a formal interview like many other jobs you've applied to. This is a unique opportunity because you have a chance to make a face-to-face connection with a company representative. Because there is no interview, Juno excluded, many drivers tend to treat their application as a formality. With any application for any job, it's important to remember that accuracy is key. Don't allow the background check to surprise the company when you had a chance to be upfront about previous tickets or traffic violations. This concludes Lesson 1, Module 2, the application process. Please refer to the lesson guide for a full recap. For more information and vehicle registration requirements, continue to Lesson 2.